Hello friend, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Didinga marriage in particular. You might be wondering, how do Didinga people conduct their marriage ceremonies? Like any other society, like any other communities in Africa, Didinga have their own typical ways of actually making the marriage a success, and they have their own ways of conducting it. So Didinga marriage take place between different clans and not within the same clan. For example, if you are within Kikilai or Lutuke area, Betalado, if the two happen to be living in the same area and they are from the same clan, they cannot marry each other. That is simply what this means. You have to be from the furthest distant member of the same clan to marry each other. So, or you have to go and marry from a different clan. For example, you can be Loranginit, you can marry Irinit. Okay? You can marry within the same clan, Irinit versus Irinit, marrying each other if they are very close to each other within the same area, like Klai, Lutuke, or Lorema. That is not acceptable. But if they are within the same area and they are like Chile and Loborkogenit, they can marry each other. As long as they are different clans within the same area, they can marry each other. But also, if you are from the same clan and you are distant, you are from another region, exceptions can be still made and compromises can be still made, because you are from far from each other anyway. You live from distant locations. It will be allowed. The same clan can marry each other. That's how it works in Didinga culture. Usually there's somebody who is designated for negotiation of the bride price. You'll have to go and negotiate how much the family wants for their girl in terms of the price, and we'll make sure everything goes according to plan, smoothing the negotiation and making sure none of the parties from the boys and the family of the girl side have any issues with the marriage arrangement. So there's always one person designated for that kind of work. The man pays a bride price, usually in a form of cows, goats, and sheep. So when the agreed number of goats, sheep, and goats are agreed, then the marriage ceremony will take place. If not, usually there is a difficulty with that kind of arrangement. The girl's family will refuse based on the fact that the cows or goats and sheep being offered as a bride price is not enough. It doesn't meet their expectation. Sometimes it depends with the girl's family. Normally, if the girl's family is a wealthiest family, they also expect their daughter to be paid handsomely. By that I mean they demand more cows, goats, and sheep. So you have to meet that expectation. If it's less than that, the marriage may not take place. If it doesn't meet their expectation, the marriage may not take place. They will literally just refuse and shut the whole thing down. You have to go look for more cows, look for more goats, and add it to your plate for bride price in order to get your wife. The bride price recipients are the designated immediate family members, such as the uncles from both sides of the parents and other distant relatives. Usually, the uncle, the aunties, the immediate aunties, the sisters and cousins from the immediate family members from both sides of dad and mom will be receiving a goat or two, a cow or two, and usually about 10 cows have to go to the girl's family, immediate mom and dad. Okay, the 10 cows have to go with no question asked. That's always number one thing first. And then after that, the distant relatives, another cousin will get a one or two, three goats or one cow or 2, something like that. So it's always like that. The distant families will be given another prizes, such as a gift of certain things. As a new wife, the husband makes sure milking cows are provided to help supplement the breastfeeding in case she has a small baby or in case they have a baby. The other responsibility of the man is to make sure, usually the new wife will have to have her own goats, sheep, chicken, and also made available at her new home. Because once the new wife moves in, all these expensive belonging have to be in her possession. This is how the Didinga people marry their wife, and making sure the new wife have everything once they come into their new home. Okay, friends, that brings us to the end of our Didinga traditional marriage, how Didinga people conduct their marriage in Didinga society. Once again, I want to thank you so much for being part of this journey, and I hope you have learned something. I'll see you again in the next video.